Hi, everybody. It's me, Teresa Perrin, and I want to discuss with you today an arbitrage opportunity for Activision Blizzard and regarding the Microsoft buyout, because there was some news after hours, and it looks like things are getting more and more likely that this buyout is going to take place. So I want to discuss that with you, discuss where we're at price-wise, and what the buyout price is. Please remember, nothing I say is financial advice. Always do your own DD, and the worst risk in this play is that the buyout doesn't go through. And in that case, you would still have your Activision Blizzard, which has been beat down hard, as we well know. I think it could be a win-win regardless, but however, I'm playing this for the potential buyout, which looks like it's getting closer and closer. So let's see what the new news is. All right, before I show you the news articles, guys, I just want to show you where we stand price-wise, because we're currently trading at around $76.33. This is the daily chart. As you can see, we pushed and just made a nice higher high. And I believe that this is going to continue upwards based on what's going on. The buyout price, guys, is $95 cash per share. And this article was released saying, Rift at FTC stirs hope for Microsoft's $69 billion Activision merger. So, a rift emerged at the Federal Trade Commission over Microsoft's $69 billion deal to acquire Activision, potentially paving the way for the controversial mega merger to get approved, the Post has learned. At least one Democrat on the four-member panel has recently taken a sympathetic view of the merger, according to a source close to the situation. That, in turn, could create a difficult path for FTC Chair Lina Khan, who, according to insiders, has eyed Microsoft's deal as a major target as she looks to burnish her credentials as a trust buster of big tech. Sources said Khan, who said publicly in June the agency was scrutinizing the deal's impact on workers, was in recent weeks still pushing to sue to block the merger, which would pair Microsoft's Xbox with hit Activision games like Call of Duty and Candy Crush. Late last month, Politico reported that an FTC lawsuit against the deal was likely, noting that the agency's staff are skeptical of the company's arguments. The FTC's sole Republican commissioner, Christine Wilson, has signaled support of the deal, but sources say at least one of the four-member panel's three Democratic commissioners, which in addition to Khan include Rebecca Slaughter and Alvaro Bedoya, also has recently appeared to lean towards the Microsoft camp, according to a source close to the situation. Some of the Democrats might be more comfortable with a settlement approving the deal with concessions from the company instead of trying to block it altogether, an FTC insider told the Post. A Democratic deflection would leave Khan with a 2-2 tie in any vote to clamp down on a merger, a result that would not only effectively okay the deal, but also throw Khan's authority over the agency into question. That, accordingly, is a vote that Khan isn't likely to risk, according to DC insiders. Lina would probably not put things in a position for that to take place, so instead of having that vote, she would make the motion to approve the settlement, said William Koviak, a former FTC chairman. The way out is to say, we got a great deal and only got it because we've been badasses. Microsoft has a history of courting Democrats. In the 2020 election cycle, Microsoft donated $13.8 million to Democrats and only $1.72 million to Republicans. In 2022, it gave $4.1 million to Dems and $1 million to Republicans, according to Open Secrets. Now, guys, you not see how money talks in everything in life? Because when these companies make contributions, they're expecting something in return. So I'm just going to skip to mostly the highlighted parts because that's what's important here. Meanwhile, reports surfaced in recent days that Microsoft has signaled it's willing to make significant concessions to get the deal done. Last week, Reuters reported Microsoft was likely to offer a 10-year licensing deal for its blockbuster Call of Duty franchise to PlayStation owner Sony, citing unnamed sources. As reported by the Post early last month, Microsoft's stubborn refusal to offer concrete concessions to regulators and rivals in exchange for winning the deal has been a major sticking point. If Microsoft is finally showing a willingness to budge that weakens any case by the FTC to block the merger. Guys, this is very important because of the news I'm about to announce. And it embodies dissenters according to experts. What makes it difficult is when Microsoft goes to their friends in blue and says, "We have provided a package of solutions for all the perceived problems, and the folks at the FTC are being very unreasonable if they don't take it," Kovac said. If Microsoft does indeed offer a significant remedy, President Biden would likely want the deal cleared and ask someone, such as his antitrust advisor Tim Wu, to push Khan to accept the proposal, the ex-FTC chairman said. The pitch would be that Microsoft can be trusted to keep its promise based on its past history of responsible behavior, sources said. It doesn't become hard to say, "This is not good enough," said Kovac, who now puts the chances of the merger getting approved at 70%. It becomes more difficult for the commission to push this aside. Doubts about this deal on Wall Street persists. While Microsoft has agreed to pay Activision $95 a share in cash, the target stock closed on Friday at $75.76. As you can see, guys, we were up slightly today. FTC staff is expected to make a recommendation on the Microsoft deal by mid-December. Microsoft can then meet with individual commissioners to press its case before the final vote, which could happen later this month, according to sources close to the agency. As we have said before, we're prepared to address the concerns of regulators, including the FTC and Sony, to ensure the deal closes with confidence, a Microsoft spokesman said in a statement. We'll still trail Sony and Tencent in the market after this deal closes, and together, Activision and Xbox will benefit gamers and developers and make the industry more competitive. Guys, well, based on that article, if indeed they were to strike a deal with Sony and offer them, the 10 years of being able to have access, then it looks like this deal is going to close. Well, what should come after hours? Oh, hold on. Here it is. Market chatter. Microsoft offers 10-year Call of Duty contract to Sony conditioned on approval of Activision Blizzard acquisition. Guys, I'd be looking for some big moves up in ATVI tomorrow because I think that this is pretty much going to seal the deal, and we should be hearing soon that, the deal is authorized by the FTC. I'm not sure if there is a specific date they're supposed to be voting on this. However, based on this, if Sony accepts, I don't think there's going to be any issues. So here's what it says. Microsoft offered Sony a contract for 10 years to make each new Call of Duty release available on the Japanese giant PlayStation on the same day the game appears on Xbox, if Redmond's proposed acquisition of ATVI goes ahead, according to a Wall Street Journal opinion Monday from Microsoft President Brad Smith. We're open to providing the same commitment to other platforms and making it legally enforceable by regulators in the US, UK, and European Union, Smith was cited as saying in the op-ed. Microsoft's new offer is designed to appease regulators and Sony, a news report from The Verge said. If the FTC were to block the $68.7 billion deal, it would be a huge mistake and hurt competition, consumers, and thousands of game developers, a report from GeekWire said, citing Smith. Sony has previously called Microsoft's pledge about the blockbuster franchise inadequate on many levels, the GeekWire report said. All right, guys, so that's what I got for you tonight. I would pay close attention to ATVI this week and look for a significant move to the upside to get closer to that $95 price target, as I believe there's still shorts out there hoping that this deal would not go through. But based on this information, it seems to me like it's only a matter of time, as in any day or week now. Thank you so much for watching. Please smash that like button and have a great rest of your night.